says 7:30. I guess we must be rolling. I'll give it another minute just to make sure we're rolling. I think we're rolling. Two different. Okay, well, according to my watch, it's 7:31, and we must be rolling. So, hey, welcome to y'all. Day 21. This is a test. It's a new setup here, and I just want to see how it works. I want to explain a little bit. You know, I've been talking about getting this multi-camera set up and getting a microphone for my voice, and so we set it up, and this is the first test to see how this is going to work out, how this is going to roll. It's a different piano, different setup. This is the space where I did my workshops earlier on. So I've got my old kit of drums, and I've got my old, well, it's old, but it's a beautiful concert marimba. So welcome to y'all. Hope you're doing great. Day 21, practice time. New setup. As we go through this, I want you to let me know how it goes. Let me see if I can find this on what we're doing on here. Let me see. Oh yeah, live. There it is. And piano. Oh, wait a minute. This is the space where I did my workshops. Let me see if I can. Okay, let's Jordan says the audio is out of sync. What do you think? If the audio is out of sync, no volume, Mr. Corea, it says. I'm getting, voice is low, in fact. It's saying the voice is low. Hello from Tokyo. Yes, perfect setup. Sao Paulo. Should be checking it out. Your vocal mic is low, Maestro. So if there's a way to turn the vocal mic up, let's do that. Another person says the vocal mic could be louder. Looks great. A little hard to hear your voice, another comment. All right. Bob, you going to do something? Mm-hmm. Oh, you're going to check to see if the vocal mic is working at all? Yeah. Okay. Well, let's, I got some friends here helping me out to see if we can, audio is good for me, someone says. Voice sounds good. Someone just wrote in that the voice sounds good. Thank you for that. Piano sounds good. All right. The marimba, I guess you see the marimba. All right. Marcel, Vladimir, hello. All right, well, I'm gonna continue on. My friends are gonna check the comments as we roll to make sure we're broadcasting in a good way. I'm talking, pretty loudly. Audio seems to be more in sync now. All right, so keep Jordan on the line. I'm gonna go and warm up on some drums and see how the drums sound. Here we go. Drum time. Drum time for me. This is my old kit. played this fellow for quite a while. It's got an incredible range. Nice, nice. Okay, let's get to the piano now. Okay, I hope the sound is good. I'm not going to check. I'm just going to play. Let my guys check, and you can send in comments as we go. I'm going to get started with. You're going to tell me also if you can see the music. Right now, I'm going to put this aside for the moment. My phone over here, and start with this piece. This piece, see, I'm used to going like this, but now we got a camera up there. It's a piece called Recordame by Joe Henderson. The great Joe Henderson. The great Joe Henderson. See, I keep forgetting that there's a microphone here. All right. I'm going to refresh my memory. I played this with Joe. Back in the day, we were in a quintet together with the great Kenny Dorham. We did a week at the Jazz Workshop in Boston it must have still been the 60s, the late 60s. It was Joe Henderson, Kenny Dorham, Reggie Workman was on bass, and Joe Chambers was on drums, and I'll never forget that week. And we played Kenny Dorham's music, and we played Joe Henderson's music. So this was one of the pieces of Joe that I learned back then, but it has an interesting intro that I have to work out. So I'm going to work it back out again. Here we go. Okay. It's the bass line, okay. voice in. Beautiful. It's just that intro. I'm just going to work on the intro. Could you hear me talk over here? Oh, all right. Let me bring this over here. Okay. That's the tricky part. Okay. All right. Record them, eh? Okay, let's see what else I got on the list for today. Oh, yeah. Let's try another. Let's see here. This is another Latin-inspired song. Well, you know, Horace Silver was born in the islands, the Caribbean islands. His family comes from there, and so Horace's music always had a really cool dance Latino island flavor to it. This is a piece he wrote called Que Pasa. And it's a real simple piece. Let me see. Well, I hope you can see the music. That was one of the ideas, because it's very simple. It's just like that's all. That's the bass line. C sharp minor or D flat minor. And it's just one line here, this line that goes to here. And that's all it is. Actually just an 8-bar piece. It's got some chords, but it's all just an 8-bar thing on a little vamp. Horace Silver, my man, my hero, Horace Silver. Horace was one of the first recording artists when I was a kid, early high school. I started listening to Horace's recordings. I used to wait outside the record store in Boston to pick up his latest recording. And Horace taught me a lot. I owe him a lot. Okay, let's see. Let me go over this piece. Now this is a piece by the composer Kurt Weill. And I'm going to play it. Actually, on this particular arrangement, I wrote it for myself and Gary Burton on a recording that we did, one of our last recordings. The piece is called My Ship. And Miles Davis and Gil Evans have a beautiful recording of this, which was an inspiration for this arrangement that I did. But the arrangement is quite extensive and a lot of notes. I'm just going to try and recall the song itself. And there's this descending line that's it's kind of an intro on it. Let me see if I can see. Let me see if I can see comments coming through. Oh yeah, I can see comments on my phone coming through. Kevin from Chattanooga, sounds better now, he says. That's nice. Checking in from Detroit, Mark Stryker. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate it. Jason, you're there. Hey man, the sync for the audio and the video seem a bit off, Jason says. Okay, Jason is a trusted ear, so let's check that further. Vocals are fine, but the audio is a bit out of sync from another source. I didn't grab your name as it's rolling by. Okay, let's get into My Ship and see if we can correct the out of syncness. Okay. My Ship.
Coming out of my ship, I thought I'd review that beautiful Antonio Carlos Jobim song, Disciplinado. Okay, let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got here. Let me check in with you guys. Are we still rolling? Oh, great. You got the, thank you, April and Sarah. Oh, thank you. Thank you for writing in. Bob Burns, thank you very much. Cheryl. All right. Haha, Disciplinado, beautiful. Okay, let me see what else I got going for you here. Oh yeah, I'd like to run through a piece of a beautiful piece of piano music by Alexander Scriabin. I haven't played this one. I haven't practiced this one in a while. Here it is. And I had written an arrangement for my trio for this. So there's a little written arrangement. This is the piece itself is just one page here. It's an early. It doesn't have anything else on it except number 9. It says Moscow, November 1895. Alexander Scriabin. So I'm going to play the version of the original notes, and then I'm going to try to recall my my arrangement. And I've got a piece here which is sort of like an intro idea for the piece in general. So okay, here we go.
a tempo. I'm going to do the first part again. Okay. once again. Okay, Alexander, pretty beautiful, beautiful form. This sort of like reminds me of just a beautiful song. But I wonder, I don't know if Scriab and I haven't read enough about him to know what kind of an improviser he was. But I'll bet he was. I'll bet he was an improviser. Let's see. Let's do. Let's try this. This one here. Thelonious Monk. All right, some more Monk. This is called Baya. 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 a cool tune. That's a fun tune. Baya. Baya, baya, baya. Oh, well, okay. So I think that's good for the test today. That's really good. Great Thelonious, thank you. Ann and Will Schneider, thank you. Yeah, I see. I can't. Oh, you say Ed Bishop said that 99% of those notes are not on the page. That's true. That's true that 99% are not on the page. But, I mean, that's the idea of improvisation. That's why, that's what this is about. That's what my workshops and that's my whole thing is about trying to take the music, you know, the composition is just the setting of the game. And it's like the rules of the game. It's like there's the rules of the game, the notes. But now, how to take them and play with them. That's the fun. That's the fun. Okay, Corey, hello from New York. Thank you. Margaret Joseph Clifford, thank you very much. So you guys are good. I'm going to look through the comments and see how this new setup worked, and I'll get into my Spanish hat another night. Thank you for mentioning it, and yeah, I'm mainly interested in this. Was a test to see what this setup is all about, and so. Okay, y'all, thank you for hanging in there with me. We'll see how this new setup goes. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll see what we're going to do after I evaluate what's happening here. And here we go. Thank you very much. I don't have my gong with me.